Change is a cliche. We all always like to tell you how the world is changing, how fast it's changing. But this time, it's true. In the next 10 years, you are going to see more change than you have seen in your lifetime. And when things change, whether it's the Internet of Things, cloud computing, 3D printing, it creates both threat and it creates opportunities. Along with trying to figure out what to do about all of these technologies is the opportunity to figure out how you will create value and competitive differentiation in new ways. This is the future of making things.
As we see it, there are really three disruptions that the industry must face and take advantage of in the future: the means of production, the nature of demand, and the changing character of the resulting products. The means of production really is about the changing nature of both intellectual production and physical production. Intellectual production is the way designers and builders collaborate in a digital world where they are connected virtually and have access to expertise and data all around the world. The physical production of buildings, highways, and other infrastructure is being changed by tools like 3D printing, additive manufacturing, GPS-controlled construction equipment, and other kinds of digital strategies for the making of buildings. Secondly, the nature of demand is beginning to change. People are much more informed today about how things are made. They understand the kinds of materials, quality, the location that things are made, the nature of labor, and the environmental impacts, and place much more demand on those products. And finally, the nature of the products that we produce, the buildings, the highways, the bridges, are different. Once there was a time when we were expected to only produce a physical outcome. Now those physical outcomes are deeply interconnected with digital systems. And those digital systems must be designed and therefore change the way we design, produce, and use the artifacts themselves. This is the biggest change really since the Industrial Revolution and signals a significant shift in the future of making things. And Autodesk as a company has seen you through these transitions before. The first transition, which we'll call the era of documentation, is when we brought you from manual drafting processes to computer-aided drafting. The second transition happening today is the transition from computer-aided drafting to building information modeling, where you can visualize, simulate, and analyze building and infrastructure and optimize their performance. But we're really headed toward a third era of technology that will revolutionize the way things are designed and made, the era of connection. In the era of connection, digital tools will connect designers, builders, and users in ways not seen before. And we believe that we have a solution set that will drive the interconnection of data and insight and understanding so that projects will be based on outcomes and documentation, modeling, and systems will be deeply interconnected. We have led transformations in the past, and we will create products today that will lead you to these transformations in the future.
The next generation of products we see bringing to the AEC industry are going to evolve in four important ways. First, we're going to put projects rather than individual applications at the center of the experience. That means whenever you start your work, your project will be your starting point, not your individual application. You can connect to data and colleagues and look at information in real time. Second, harnessing the computational power of the cloud to do this concept we call generative design, where the computer is creating options for you to evaluate. So the computer is actually aiding design, not just automating design. Third, connecting to data sources, big data sources, where the computer lets you access all of the relevant information for making a good decision. GIS databases, reality capture data, as well as enterprise data sources to help you make good planning decisions. You'll see that in other products and many of the next generation products we'll be bringing to market. And then last but not the least, the idea of incorporating build logic, the ability to understand how something will actually be constructed or fabricated in the real world during the design process. Now, all of you are facing new challenges in this era of connection. You're figuring out new ways to create value for your companies, designing, building, managing in new ways. And as you move to this new world, Autodesk is the right partner to help you realize your future of making things.